You know, there's an old saying that goes something like, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Don't worry guys, this will be well over 1,000 words. But yeah, I don't think I even need an intro for this one, so let's get straight into, whatever the hell this is. You know, I was really debating on whether I needed a hater's guide on this one. I feel like everyone already knows that this place sucks. I could literally make a lifetime supply of videos on the downfall of this place. I mean, for the love of everything, Northstar's gotten so bad it has an entire website just dedicated to stories of people's horrible experiences. Link in the description. Like, at this point, the content's writing itself. They say that any press is good press, right? So maybe I should be brought on by Vail Resorts' marketing team. I'll bet that this video is downright mild compared to some of the things other people have said online. That being said, there is one thing that I can talk about that I feel hasn't been said a lot. This place, believe it or not, actually used to be pretty okay. I mean, of course, the terrain was always pretty bland in comparison to legendary spots like Palisades, Kirkwood, and Sugar Bowl, but it was always a decent time. Back in the good old days before Vail, Northstar used to be the place to get away from the big crowds and just enjoy a few long cruising groomers. But those days are long over. Now, even getting to the top of a single freaking run requires a declaration of war on the entire population of North Lake Tahoe. Navigating valley traffic is like playing the world's slowest game of Tetris, where it can take 20 minutes or an eternity in a day if you're really lucky. I mean, just look at this poor guy. He's probably aged a decade since entering the valley. Once you clear the traffic, the real fun begins. Finding parking at Northstar is like competing in the Hunger Games. Seriously, trying to park here makes finding a spot at Breckenridge seem like stumbling into a VIP valet service at a 5-star hotel. Most ski resorts either have a walk, bus, or gondola from the parking lot to the base, or, in rare cases, a basin, none of the above. Northstar might be the only mountain that has both a bus ride and a long-ass walk to get to the base. And these buses, they're so cramped you'll get to know your fellow skiers on a personal level, whether you like it or not. More on that later. After the cozy bus ride, you get to hike through the village and conquer a long flight of stairs. Think of it as your warm-up exercise for your warm-up run. This takes about 10 minutes if you're speedwalking. Then you join the line for either the Village Express or the gondola. On a good day, it's a 15-minute wait. On a bad day, when the line snakes through the village like a conga line gone wrong, which is most days, it can take an hour or more. Finally, you reach mid-mountain. Remember that photo from the intro? Yep, that's your average mid-mountain lift line. So expect another 45-minute wait to get to the top of a quote-unquote decent run. Remember, a run at a resort nicknamed Flat Star by literally everyone can only be so good. It's really embarrassing that Northstar's bike park is considered significantly steeper than the downhill ski resort. Regardless, after 2 freaking hours, you finally reach the top of a run that's about as thrilling as watching paint dry. Starting to spot some minor issues? I got news for you. This is just the pre-show. I know we just made the Heavenly Haters Guide a few weeks ago and I roasted it on how bad the lines were. So why don't we use that as a stepping off point? I used to think that Heavenly had the worst lines in Tahoe, but as of recently, Northstar somehow managed to be literally the worst thing ever. And I'm literally talking like consistently the worst lines not in Tahoe, not in California, and not even the United States, but literally in all of North America, heck, maybe even in the world. Just think about it. You've got San Francisco, San Jose, Oakland, Reno, and Sacramento, all of which have a combined population of over 3 million people, and that's not even counting the hundreds of other communities in driving distance of Tahoe. Take that and add in all of the tourists. So you've got towns, cities, regions, counties, roads, flights, everything, that are just absolutely all chock full of people who want to ski. You can kinda see where this is going. If you've ever been to a metal concert before, know that Northstar's lines are basically like the most brutal mosh pit you can imagine. We mentioned this in the North America versus Europe video, but North American ski resorts tend to have longer lift lines but less busy trails. European ski resorts tend to have shorter lift lines but much busier trails. Northstar is a pretty unicorn mountain in that its lifts have the lines worthy of the worst lines at any North American ski resort, and also has congestion worthy of the busiest trails in Europe. Yep, you can truly get the best of both worlds at this place. And it's not like these lines are even worth the wait, unlike some other resorts. Northstar legit has some of the most boring terrain you'll ever ski. Seriously, if I pull up any 2 groomers from the resort, even with a forensic team, I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Every run feels exactly the same, and trust me, I had some serious trouble sorting the footage from Northstar. But even if they all feel the same, the best part of Northstar used to be their several mile-long cruisers on the backside. There are over a dozen runs on the backside of Northstar, and back in the day, about half of them would be groomed, which gave people plenty of space to spread out. Enter Vail Resorts with their game-changing strategy. Why groom the whole run when you can just do half? And why groom about 5 runs per day when you can do 2? This masterstroke of genius ensures you're practically hugging the person next to you as you ski, so if you don't bond with your fellow skiers on the bus, you'll definitely be close enough to do so on these runs. Vail, if you're watching this, keep it up. You guys are absolutely bursting with brilliant ideas. You know, it's gotten really sad when Kirkwood, the mountain known for its technical off-piste, is now the better resort for groomers. Northstar somehow attracts the single most incompetent guests I've ever shared the mountain with. A lot of people here should actually be permanently banned from picking up skiing or snowboarding. Although I'm sure they would be a lot better if Vail Resorts offered lessons that didn't come at the cost of private university tuition. But hey, at least you can skip the lines, although I'm sure Northstar has found a way to mess that up too. So yeah, remember those half-groomed runs I mentioned earlier? Now imagine sharing those runs with idiots that have the literal intelligence of a potato. Oh yeah, you thought I-80 was bad? I mean, never mind the ski traffic, but even just trying to get out of any major city on a workday. Yeah, now imagine that, but on a ski run. So please, let me know down below, does that genuinely appeal to any of you? Northstar also has the worst mountain safety people who are out to ruin your day. I know we've all seen the Jonathan Buckhouse Keystone Mountain safety video. Yeah, these people are just as bad. I wonder if they get a commission for each pass they pull. Sounding any better now? Oh, and by the way, low altitude causes Northstar to consistently have the worst snow in Tahoe. In fact, I don't blame you if your experience makes you think that you came to a water skiing complex rather than an actual snow ski resort. How about now? Still charmed? So, to wrap it all up, the skiing at Northstar? Underwhelming. The lines? A total nightmare. The layout? Just plain awful. And the people? Beyond explanation. Oh, I almost forgot about the food. It takes me right back to my college dining hall, the one where I suffered food poisoning 5 times during freshman year. The only difference? Dining here costs as much as a gourmet meal at the French Laundry. And all of this on top of the low price of nearly $300 per day to ski here. But wait, there's more. You get to do all this around the picturesque Lake Tahoe, right? I mean, technically, yeah, but while I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Northstar does not offer any of those scenic lake views you were promised when you planned to ski Tahoe. I mean, in general, the scenery seems more like driving I-80 through Wyoming. Wow, I'm using I-80 comparisons a lot today. Maybe I should just put featuring I-80 in the title. Look, honestly guys, I could just keep going on and on about this place, but for my own sanity, I need to stop. It's unfortunate to see how far this mountain's fallen. This was the place where I learned how to ski, and I have a lot of fond memories here. It sucks to see that any conversation about Northstar involves it basically just being the punchline of a joke. But given that Vail Resorts is going to continue to manage it, at this rate, that's all it'll ever be. Maybe, just maybe, Disney should have actually bought out Vail. Because at this point, I just can't imagine that that could be any worse. All my love, I'm out.